Good morning, viewers. What a day it promises to be. Make no mistake, this is history being made, the first of its kind conclave, a day-long conclave. And it's time for us to introduce our chief guest. We are extremely honored and privileged to have the presence of Shri Venkaiah Naidu, the Union Minister for Information and Broadcasting. What a pleasure having you, sir. Warm welcome.
My pleasure also.
We have a few serious things to ask you, but let me start by asking something about you as a sports person. We understand that you used to play kabaddi and kho during your school and college days, and you still play ball badminton. What does sport mean to you?
Sport is life, if you have to say in one line. Life is incomplete without sports. It gives you physical fitness. It encourages you to be mentally more sound and strong. And thirdly, it will add to your personality. And fourthly, it will inspire confidence in you. This is what is required for any human being. So, sports, according to me, is a basic activity that every human being should indulge in and should take part.
Sport has always been a very, very important, significant part of the India government's agenda and task force. Of course, we have quite a few other initiatives being taken. Could you please throw some light on what exactly are the things we can expect in the future from the government?
No, the Prime Minister has set up a task force to prepare for the next round of Olympics. And also, even the HRD ministry is also encouraging sports as a curriculum in their syllabus. And thirdly, the sports ministry is hosting different events across the country. And there is a coordinated effort. Earlier, there used to be a number of organizations and all. All of them have been merged together, Credo India. So this is a focused attention now on sports.
Absolutely. Whenever you talk about sports, about playing, he just asked about you used to play in your childhood and about, of course, your youth. But अक्सर लोग कहते हैं कि हमारे पास समय नहीं है. We don't have time. We are so busy and stressful in our regular routine. आपको तो अपने घर का ख्याल, परिवार का ख्याल, देश का ख्याल रखना है. आप भी समय निकाल लेते हैं तो जाहिर सी बात है घर बैठे लोग भी निकाल पाएंगे.
If you have the will, you can take out time. It's a lazy excuse, according to me, because you have 24 hours.
बिल्कुल.
Okay, leave the 8 hours sleep or 7 hours sleep, whatever it is, remaining time. Can't you take out half an hour or 1 hour in that? Everyone should think on those lines. And moreover, now I have a point to make to the younger generation of India and also to the citizens of India. The sport has become more essential now. Not to get medal or not to get name, that's one part of it. But because of a lifestyle change, there is no physical activity at all for anybody, most of us. Keeping that in mind, there is every need to get back to sports and then focus attention on whatever sport you like, some exercise and all. See, now I am 68. At this age, I am going around the country without any this thing, because without any tiresomeness, I play ball badminton an hour every day, including today morning. And if I don't get enough players, I have my driver, my cook and my PA readily available at home. So I play with them.
Absolutely. So no excuse.
No excuse. And during the school days, sport used to be an integral part of the study.
Okay.
Education those days. And so we were all really inspired, and then I used to go to the playground to play kabaddi, then kho. I played for the college. I was the captain at the university level, and I used to enjoy.
Right from the day Modi ji took over, it's very clear, the message is very clear that sport shouldn't be a distraction, shouldn't be a luxury, shouldn't stand out. It has to be a part of the curriculum in schools and colleges. Have you been able to do that, or what more can we do regarding that?
No, we are in regular interaction with the HRD ministry. Whenever I go to any college, university, campus, I normally address the students. I stress on this aspect, the need for physical activity, the need for Indian sports, that too. Cricket and all is okay, there is more craze for cricket, but at the same time, the amount of physical activity is more in kabaddi, more in this hockey, more in football, more in other Indian sports and all. Now they are catching up, the boxing, the wrestling and all. During my student days, one day I saw advertisement that on King Kong, he was a wrestler at that time, King Kong, one run the way. Those people were coming to our place, to Nellore, my own place.
Okay.
We were all fascinated, we went, and then we really enjoyed first of its kind. At that age, we did not have much exposure. We saw that. And I was so much fascinated because the way they were doing that wrestling and all, it was really inspiring. Kabaddi teams.
Gee.
It's a very encouraging thing.
Absolutely.
I appreciate those people coming together. Abhishek Bachchan owning a Kabaddi team. Now Sachin Tendulkar also, I'm told. So that really encourages, because these icons, they give a lot of inspiration to the people.
Youngsters,
and then secondly, even the other sports, though badminton is comparatively supposed to be a lighter this thing and all, the Mr. Gopi Chand, the amount of change he has brought in, and the interest he has created in that sport, and then you have latest, now Sindhu is the most favorite icon for all the younger generation, wherever in all schools and colleges and all.
Absolutely.
You, Sania Mirza, then you have Jwala, a lot of other these things also. They, and I recently, I had an occasion to be with Gopi Chand and Sindhu. I took them to my district. I saw the amount of craze among the younger generation. That's one way to promote the sports also,
and so
using these icons.
It's not only the Bollywood stars, now it's the sports stars which have taken the limelight, and the small children have started idolizing.
That's a good thing, positive thing that should be encouraged further.
So
and that there is a fascination now. See, unless you market it in an effective way or create a package, etc. In India, you know, it's difficult to really impress upon the people. But that is happening. I'm happy about it.
Absolutely.
That's why whenever they call me, I go to inaugurate these Kabaddi leagues also, in spite of my other schedules and all, and spend some considerable time there.
To take a cue from what she said, one of the key things here is when a kid wants to play a sport at the highest level, aspiring to be, a star in that. Invariably, the studies has to, I wouldn't say it takes a backseat, but you have to give equal importance to, both, at least. And then the question of security. Parents invariably have a problem with kids taking up sport, because should you fail, what is your second line of action to fall back on for your livelihood? So one thing that we often talk about in forums is providing enough security for aspiring talented sports persons, wherein there has to be a clear idea as to how they are going to support themselves should they fail at the highest level.
One is the government have already provided certain amount of quota for the sports person. And secondly, nowadays you are also seeing a lot of public sector organizations also, for the sake of the recognition and all, they are taking these people. Most of these even cricketers or the other players also, they are now sponsored by some of these big companies also. That's one way of encouraging sports. And thirdly, I don't agree with this that if you focus on sports, your studies will be affected and all. First of all, we have to now come out of this of mugging morning to evening and carrying this many number of books and all. That never used to be the case earlier. So we have to reduce the syllabus also. I frankly tell my counterpart in the HRD ministry, reduce the syllabus and make it compulsory in the school or in the college. Certain amount of time for sports, certain amount of time for other activities. We used to have gardening.
Okay.
Those days.
Yes.
Then NCC. NCC those days.
NCC.
And that they have taken a back seat in between. And that's one of the reasons for lack of physical activity, and also the related diseases and at a very young age also is catching up. I am seeing sports in a comprehensive manner where it not only add to the person's ability to shine in a particular field, but also add to his physique, but also add to his mental strength, and also add to his life, where he will become a confident citizen and a healthy citizen.
Absolutely. And this life is wholesome, as you said, is a big, we should say a big proverb for that matter. Talking about children, today's generation, we are getting tech savvy. As far as games are concerned, they are playing games on the video games, mobile. With mere feather touch, we can actually, roam around the world. So do you think as far as we should have big playgrounds for that matter? Studies, undoubtedly the pressure is there, but at the same time, we're becoming a tech savvy, video games, and what do you say for the same context?
These tech savvy and all, they stopped thinking. You ask them something, they go to Google. Search. That's not the correct way, according to me. I'm not against technology, etc. But at the same time, the children should have physical activity. They should also make effort to remember and also to learn by way of reading, by way of seeing, by way of playing, and by way of interaction. Sports also brings integration.
But there lies the challenge of managing that contradiction as well, because on one hand the money comes from it, people are encouraged to be more tech savvy. At the same time, we find it a little difficult to actually get these kids away from it. So your point
I'm
is...
not trying to take them away from this. Let them become
That
techno savvy. At the same time, life is not only technology, na?
Yeah.
Life is...
It has to be balanced.
Right. Life is such wider this thing. You have to have different aspects and all. I will tell you one thing. I am stressing on this everywhere about this lifestyle. Earlier you used to go out and go to toilet also in the morning. You are inside now. Earlier you have to bend while going to toilet. Now you have a commode. Earlier you have to sit down to eat food. Now you have a dining table. Earlier you have to go out to wash your hand. Now you have a finger bowl. Earlier you have to go out to bathroom and then take water, bending yourself and then putting on your head. Now you have a shower. Earlier you have to go out to open the door. Now there is a remote. Earlier you have to go out to pick up the phone. Now you have a cell phone or earphone or this thing and all. So that's really affecting the life of the people. So one way to save yourself is having some physical activity, particularly in sports. Simple physical activity, people will not be inspired and they will not be tempted. If you convert it into a sport, then people will take interest.
So
So they used to take interest earlier. Even our history, our mythology also, you see, archery, Malla Yuddha, that is boxing and all, Bhima or Arjuna.
So we'll have to take a short break, but before that, let me ask you one final question in this segment. There have been many moments. 1983, 2011 World Cup winning feat of Indian cricket team. You got Abhinav Bindra bagging the first individual gold in Beijing in 2008 in Olympics. We have 8 Olympic gold medals in hockey. PV Sindhu is the latest, and Sakshi Malik, of course. If I may request you to pick your favorite moment that actually made the Indian in you proud, which one would that be? I'm sure all of these are very
During my
important.
younger days, winning hockey. That's what I remember, and I feel, but that what I'm
Related
sorry
to-
to say, it's manliness or whatever. I don't get an appropriate word.
Right.
The hockey is such a great this thing. It used to really make me feel proud.
But Indian
And now,
women's
of
team has
course,
started doing well now.
yeah, of course, again, but we have to still go a long way. Then again, cricket. Now cricket has really mobilized the people. We must also admit that. Cricket is making feel proud, because when India wins, you feel very happy. As a human being, I also feel happy. Though I don't play cricket regularly, but I also watch.
Connected to that
And a
sport.
lot of people who are sponsoring these cricket teams are also known to me and all. And my children, my grandson also, he has a fascination for cricket. He went to Australia to have some training and then came back and all. So when you find either a Sindhu or any person for that matter in of the sports winning a medal, you feel proud.
As a good sign that cricket has started feeding into other sports. You got cricket celebrities who are owning football teams, kabaddi teams. So in a way that popularity is being shared is a very, very good sign. But for the time being, Shiga, it's for us to feed into a few other things that we have in store for you today. And Khelo India, of course, one of the biggest initiatives, one of the most ambitious initiatives of this government is Khelo India. We have a few things to show you regarding that. So let's slip into the first one. Let's watch this.
Our elders used to say, Arogyame Mahabhagyamu. That means health is wealth. And second, I say, play, you do your duty, it will add to your beauty, and you will become mighty, and you can make this country also mighty.
Beautiful.
So as one of the top leaders in the country, you will be always thinking about how we can actually elevate our nation, and sport has a significant role to play. If you look at the top countries, sporting countries in the world, they all have a great sense of pride about the sporting performances and sporting culture. So what would be your message to youngsters regarding that? I mean, if you really want to.
The sports, achievement in sports also adds to the prestige and recognition of the country. As we are seeing, even tiny nations performing very well. The Prime Minister is doing his bit, and he is trying to bring transformation. He gave us 3-line mantra. He said reform, perform and transform. He wants to bring transformation in every walk of life. And there is a mission Modi going on. Modi means not Narendra Modi ji. MODI, Making of Developed India. Making of Developed India includes sports. Improving your talent, improving your physical fitness. That is the need of the hour, I would like to see the entire country, in every school, in every convent, in every college, in every university, in every open space, there must be some sport activity so that the country can become healthy. Once you are healthy, you will become wealthy.
So we can say along with the health, you know, that passion of winning also comes. At
Yes.
times, you know, everyone wants to be an Olympian, everyone wants to reach at that apex level and, you know, bag a medal for India. So do you want to tell youngsters about that winning note as well? Though at times they have to face rejections as well.
That's part of
Winning
the
and
life.
losing.
There will be up and downs, but try and try, you will win at last. And then Dr. Abdul Kalam said, you start dreaming, pray and then dream that you want to become something. You will. You will if you work hard, and you will definitely shine. There are many examples like that. Even hard work, commitment always gets you success. You have seen the history of Dr. Abdul Kalam. You have seen the history of our Prime Minister himself, how he has risen to this position and all.
Absolutely.
So work hard and then concentrate, focus your attention, develop fascination for sports.
Shikha, I think it's time for us to cut across to Varanasi. Before that, during the break, we had a chat, and there's a message for him, for you from him rather, and he says he reads 18 newspapers a day, works minimum 12 hours, and still finds time to play ball badminton for an hour a day. There is a message in for you youngsters, there is a message in for you the parents. And now it's time for us to cut across to Varanasi, where our colleague and friend Manoj Joshi is ready with a group of listeners from the Ghat there. It's over to Varanasi.